Hi guys, this is Mark Shawson, the Pattern Trader. This week's weekly video report took place just 2 days before the U.S. elections. And I counseled in my weekly video report that the outcome of these elections is likely to be chaotic and perhaps even undetermined. As I make this video at this time before the elections, it is my understanding that three major states, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan, may not even yield any results by election night, and it may be several days from here until we know the outcome from these states. So if one of these candidates has 270 electoral votes outside of these states, then we will know the outcome. But these three states could hold the whole process in abeyance, throw things into chaos. And I think ultimately, even if the winner is decided, there will be chaos and perhaps even violence on the streets of America. Now, how does this have to do with trading? I always say, don't focus on the news, don't focus on these outlier events. But with the likely volatility ensuing from the election process, we are likely to have very illiquid market conditions, which would result in huge broker spreads, huge, massive head fakes. And so I would advise not taking any positions until the market starts calming down, perhaps into Wednesday at some point. Now, the two pairs that I was looking at on this week's weekly video report is XAU USD, which is the ticker symbol for spot gold, and pound versus yen. Now, both of these pairs are very interesting inflection points. Gold XAU USD has had a huge uptrend from a breakout several months ago at $1,350 all the way to $2,100. We've been in this sideways consolidation zone with XAU USD with a symmetrical triangle forming on the weekly and a descending triangle forming on the daily. Now, both of these triangle patterns could be continuation patterns of this long-term uptrend, or they could be reversal price patterns. And I go into a lot of detail in this week's weekly video report as to which way I think gold will likely break out from these triangles. Now, pound yen also is in an inflection point. This pair has been going down for 5 years now in a long-term secular downtrend. We are also at an inflection point as to whether we will continue going lower or start forming a base to start going higher. And again, in this week's weekly video report, I go into a lot of detail about both of those currency pairs, both of those trading pairs, and where they're likely to head. So if you'd like to understand a little bit more about my trading methodology, how to capitalize on huge moves, which I've done all through this year, then I highly suggest you download my weekly video report. And the weekly video report is available for the grand bargain of any price you want to pay. So you determine the value you'd like to derive from this information. Click the link attached to this video and sign up for the weekly video report. And with that said, I wish you a prosperous and healthy and safe trading week. And especially this week, it's likely to be a doozy. So I'll sum it all up in next week's weekly video report as to what my thoughts are following what is likely to be a huge inflection point in U.S. history.